Hello, my name is Rich Howard, owner of Architectural Builder Supply, and this video is to bring you a closer look at the Transatlantic, their part number Ta001 Us32D. This is an ASA strike, 4 7/8 satin stainless steel finish. That's what this is. The blue color you see here is just the peel-away protective film covering the stainless finish on the strike. Okay. Now, this is a 4 7/8 strike, which is going to be typical and common for hollow metal frames. The overall height is 4 7/8. The width of the body of the strike is about 1.25 inches, and an overall to the end of the lip is 1 7/8. I've been asked the question, what is the dimension from the center line of the screw holes to where the curve starts? Let's define it from the back side of the strike to where the curve starts, and that's about 1 7/16. And then again, you have an overall width of 1 7/8. So the difference of 7/16 is the length of the curve. Now, the dimension from the back side of the strike to the center line of the screw hole, as you can see, that's 5/8 of an inch. So deduct that dimension out when you are calculating the center line of the screw hole to where the curve starts. Now the center line, the vertical center line of the screw holes, that's 4 3/16. And again, that's going to be a universal or common dimension for your hollow metal frames. It's not going to change. If you have a steel frame that's prepped for what we would call an ANSI strike, a 4 7/8 strike, this is going to fit in perfectly. Okay, comes with a couple of screws, which are 12/24 flat head screws. They are flat undercut head, so that they can sit flush in the head of the screw can sit flush in such a thin piece of material. It's undercut where the underside of the head is like a flathead screw, but then it's undercut, and then the body of the screw. That's what that refers to. You can kind of see that feature underneath the head of the screw there a little bit. Okay, 12/24 thread. Now, extended lip strikes, significantly longer, and generally 1/4 inch or 1/2 inch increments are certainly available. You can even get shorter ones, but that's atypical to have a shorter strike than this. Although not uncommon. If you had a double door, a hollow metal pair of doors, and you had an astragal, it's very likely that you're going to have to take that lip and cut that down and grind it so that you can get the astragal to close against the pull side face of the inactive door where you would otherwise install this. Okay. Very nice quality item. The name Transatlantic is synonymous with good quality imported builder's hardware. There's a link below this video to the manufacturer's page where you can pull up not only all of the Transatlantic products that we sell, but a link to the manufacturer's website, along with a link to the full product catalog. I am specifically a fan of their door closers and their exit devices. And then also very good behind that are their hinges and their lock sets. If you are a subcontractor and you install doors, you source and install, let's say, steel doors, steel frames, wood doors, the name Transatlantic, or here in Chicago, a lot of people know them as TACO, Transatlantic Company, is a name that is absolutely outrageously connected to good quality, good value, good price. You're able to install good quality material that's very reasonable in price, and your client will come to depend on their reliability and say, hey, that's a great exit device. I could have spent 3 times the amount and not gotten any better function and fit and finish out of it. Their closers and their exit devices, I have literally sold tens of thousands of them, and the failure rate is so insignificant that I have to strain my brain to even remember a time when someone said, I have a problem with this item. The one time with the exit device I recall about 10 years ago, a client welded it to the face of the door. Didn't want to screw it down. He's a welder, so he just used the tools that he's familiar with. Well, when he threw 1800 Fahrenheit onto the door, he melted a spring in the exit device, then called me and said the exit device was no good. I went to the job site. How'd you put it on? I welded it. Okay, the spring evaporated. That's why this failed. So I have to literally strain to find a defect in the Transatlantic product line. The strike, excellent quality, excellent cost, excellent value. If you have any questions on the Transatlantic Dl Ta001 Us32D ASA strike plate or any other Transatlantic product, please feel free to reach out to us. Thank you.